Hello everyone. So today, as we will talk about the segmentation one more time. So here I will try to explain with some demo, as already promised in previous video of mine. So this demo uh, was created in some of the system, considering some demo data of segmentation. So let's start, huh? So here the very first thing in a segmentation, the very first step is we need to define characteristics. So all the things like earlier versions of SAP, we were defining characteristic. It is same. So within a CT04 transaction, we can do it. Only one special thing, important thing, which is segmentation perspective, which comes in S4, and that is characteristic group. So while you are creating your characteristics segmentation relevant, you need to assign this characteristics group SGT underscore SAP underscore C. So when you assign this characteristic group to your characteristic, at the same time that characteristic is applicable for segmentation. Okay, so that will be enabled for segmentation, huh? So this is the very first thing uh, we need to do, and we can create the number of characteristics as per the requirement, like of the client or the business. Like here I have created the country, so country can be the characteristics of some finished goods. Let's say finished good is being produced by some country, so those kind of data can be maintained. If one finished good is being produced in multiple countries, so within a country we can have multiple values, like in which country, all the values we will be assigning to this characteristics, and then those will be applicable to your segment values during your transactions. Okay, so multiple characteristics you can define here, like one is country, or if you are having for example change numbers, like if you are having different versions of materials, so those also you can have as a characteristics you can define here within same characteristic group of segmentation. And multiple uh, revisions of materials can be maintained here. Or if you have some let's say some there is some limitations of some materials, let's say if there is some API which is being approved by some country, I mean country specific API if you are having, so those kind of stuff also you can maintain here as a characteristics, and values can also be defined for that. Okay, so this is the very first part. Then here it is same like earlier. You define here characteristic country, so I have defined multiple values, India, China, US, France, and Canada are the values of these countries. Okay, so the relevance field is also very important from segmentation perspective, because in this field and it comes in additional data tab of characteristics. So in this field we are actually, and the rest of the things are same, before this. If you go here or here, rest of the things are same, only characteristics group you need to assign, and then values whatever you want. And this is another important part which is relevant to your segmentation. So if you go after this relevant part, you will see this screen will come. So here you are going to define like this characteristics where and which objects actually you want to use this characteristics. Okay, so like in a bomb or routing or PIR consumption pricing, sales, all these objects are available. So season data, it is season data is article, it is normally not in um, this is not is actually being used for normal, it is for retail kind of thing. So maybe if you want you can exclude this tick as well, but rest of the things are fine. Pricing also it is allowed, so here you can allow where you want to use this characteristics. Okay, so WM were also, WM part also will come here, so that I did not allow because we are covering here this part only, production sales kind of thing. So if you want, you can allow there as well, so it will flow in a WM side as well, and your TR and TO normal standard. It is only for WM, not EWM. So in a WM, you can see this segmentation values in that case if you are aligning here. Okay, and after that, go to next screen. And next screen is normally I have just defined as a revisions. If you are having multiple revisions, so another characteristics I have defined. So you can define whatever you want as per the business requirement, and rest of the things will be same. Characteristics group and relevance also, and values, whatever you want you can put here. Okay, so after that was a first part, you will be defining your characteristics, and in another part this is also important. You will, after defining your characteristics and your values, you will be assigning the next part is defining the structure of your segmentation. Hmm. So here I have defined the segmentation structures, for example SEG1. Okay, any name can be there as per the requirement, and and here it is normally, you can define anything, any text you can define, and after that you will be assigning your characteristics which are defined in your previous step. Let's say we have defined country and revisions in previous steps, so uh, those characteristics we can assign over here. Okay, so if you want to test it, so there is a button, you see this flag kind of icon is coming for test. So if you want to test, just click on this button, you will see one pop-up is coming, and then pop-up will show you some values, you can put here if you want. The values are not required to put here. It is only just to test it is working or not. So this kind of pop-up will be coming when you have segmentation enabled. Okay, so this is how segmentation structure will be defined in a system. And yeah, one important part is while you are defining your segmentation structure, you must have to lock the segmentation structure, then only you can use it. And locking can be done here. I have, the red part you see here, there's a red part, so you have to lock it, then only you are able to use it. Hmm. So this is the simplest way. Normally you can define it, segmentation structure. Only just you need to assign the characteristics, which is segmentation relevant. Then another part is segmentation strategy. Okay, the first part was you have defined the characteristics, values you have assigned, relevancy you have defined, And the second part is you have defined segmentation structure, and the now third part is you are defining segmentation strategy, and the transaction is SGTC. You can use it. So here this is the structure can be unique, but same structure can be assigned to multiple strategies. Okay, so structure, I mean the structure will be at a high level or maybe at a organization level. Structure can be same, or maybe if you want to define a structure at your any entry level, so it can be defined any entity level. I mean it can be defined, and after that you can have multiple segmentation strategies that can follow the same structure. So basically segmentation strategy are uh, in a segmentation strategy we are basically defining how the process we are going to handle into SAP. Okay, so this is the core of segmentation actually. In this area everything we are defining. Okay, the structure is at a high level. We are defining like how many characteristics are there, values and all this stuff. And now here we are defining the segmentation strategy. Okay, SEG1, SEG, this we have determined. Now we will be assigning it to a structure. Okay, and then we will be defining this all A1, MRP, ATP. Okay, and dependent requirement stock transfer, how you want to treat, how you want to do it in a requirement of stock conversion. Okay, and PIR consumption. Sorry. So these all the parameters you will be defining in your segmentation while you are defining your segmentation strategy. Okay, so let's go to the another screen. Here we are just assigned segmentation structure into the new strategy. Okay, SEG1 is the structure, and we have assigned to, we have created new strategy SEGST 001, and we have assigned this structure SEG1 to here. Now scope is also we can define here, and scope is normally we always use one because requirement and stock both segment supposed to be maintained, otherwise how you will identify which what was the requirement and what was the stock. So maybe some of the business case, I don't know what is the reason, maybe some of the business case maybe you require only requirement segment where uh, we do not have stock kind of thing, so a requirement segment can be fine, so there you can maintain two, but normally we maintain one. Okay, by default is also coming as a one as a scope. So here we have assigned our segmentation strategy to structure. Now these all parts are coming into a picture. Okay, the very first thing is you are assigning your segmentation values. Okay, the combination actually of your segmentation values and your structure and strategy, all this combination. So strategy will be assigned to your segmentation values. So while you are assigning this here, there is a possibility. This is let's try to understand this screen a little more. In this screen, this is being a structure is the same, strategy is also same. Now, if for example, revision 1, this screen shows revision 1 is available. Let's say for any of the material, there is a revision, multiple revisions are, being produced by some organization of the material. Maybe multiple revisions are there because of maybe a shortage of material, or sometime they have upgraded it, okay, but sometimes customer need the old one, or any circumstances can be there. So as per that, here it is being defined. Let's say revision 1 is applicable for India, and revision 2 is also applicable for India. So this, like, I mean revision 1 and 2 both I can sell in India. So I will be defining here like this. Okay, revision 1 I will assign here, and revision 2 also I will assign India here. But revision 1 cannot sell in any other countries. So how I will be doing, or cannot be produced even in any other countries. So in that case, revision 1 will not be there in any of the countries. If you see here, for China, it's revision 2; for US, revision 3; for France, revision 4; for Canada, it's revision 5. Okay, so this is the this is how we are going to set up, huh? So in India we have two revisions, but rest of the countries only one revision is valid. Sorry. Okay, so this is the segment combinations we have determined here, huh? Now go to another screen, that is MRP screen. So for MRP screen, how you want to define? So for MRP, uh, we want to determine in the same way, like here we are defining the segment values. So the same values, we have to determine as a requirement segment, as a stock segment. Okay, revision 1 India, revision 1 India, revision 2 China, revision 2 China, and revision 3 US, France, Canada. Okay, so like in this screen. Okay, so we will be defining the same way. I think one thing is missing here. I missed here, I think. Yeah, in this screen, one more assignment supposed to be there. Revision 2 with India store requirement segment, and revision 2 with India here as a stock segment, huh? Then all the mapping supposed to be completed, huh? So maybe that I missed here, huh? So that was also required. We have to do it, huh? Because this is very important one as well, because here you are determining what would be your requirement and what would be your stock segment, huh? Relevant is it is we are determining here the linkage of requirement and stock, huh? So if the requirement will come as a revision 1 for India, so the same stock segment will be valid to deliver it to the customer. It is not like if you are for same material, if you are producing revision 2, huh? But it is for China, so you can deliver it to China only. It is not for India in that case. Okay, so this is how we will be defining here requirement and stock segment. And now next we'll go to dependent requirement and stock allocation. Here also it will be the same way, because um, uh, here also the same thing will be there, the same mapping will be assigning here, huh? Stock segment and requirement segment in the same way earlier we have done. Okay, so just to relate here. Okay, and then go to requirement to stock conversion. Here also the same values will be coming, because okay, so because the same thing will be cascaded to rest of the functionality. So uh, PIR also sales order requirement and PIR segment. So PIR is actually so the same things will be relate here as well as earlier we have designed. Okay, so so all the things are almost completed here. Yeah, okay. So here it is fine. Everything is done now here. Yeah, one part is here like pooling function is also there if you want to pool, let's say, if you have multiple segments and you want to determine um, the priority of the segment, so that can also be defined here. Uh, and a run is a new functionality. There's sorry, a run functionality is actually uh, applicable for sales side if you want to have your delivery which you want to create, which you do not want to create at the same time at a runtime. So later you can create your delivery via a run ita. There is a transaction a run ita. So in that transaction you can create a delivery, and then you can proportion your delivery size, or what size you want to deliver it to customer, you can deliver it. So those kind of things we can maintain here. Okay, and then sorry. Okay, so this is the and this the and after this screen 15, you have completed your all this strategy part. Yeah, everything is being assigned, values are being assigned to strategy and structure, and everything is determined. Now, where to assign this strategy? Okay, just to enable your these all these functions. So this is the part, you can assign it to basic data label. Here is and if you go to basic data, you can assign it here. Okay, so you are assigning it to basic data label. What it means? It means you are uh, allocating your segmentation to the material at a global level. Okay, but sometimes uh, okay, so one part is global level. Now if you want to have multiple segmentation strategies within the same material, how you can do it? So the answer is yes, that functionality is also available. It was not fully available actually in previous versions, but in 1909 or 2020 is also it is fine. Okay, so you can assign it to I don't know, I have shown that thing at a plant level, plant data level, huh? So in one of the tab you see the plant data. If you want to assign some strategy, you can assign at a plant level as well. So here I am showing at a global level, huh? Just material level. Okay, so the segmentation strategy, this is SGTS T001 we have created, and now I have assigned it into a material master basic data label. Now this material is available for segmentation, all the functions we have defined earlier. Okay, now uh, now segmentation is bomb. You can determine the same way while you are enabling this segmentation. Everything is enabled. Everything means from the master data side, production, in a production you will see in a bomb side, it is available at a component level. If you go to material component, you will see this flag is coming. When you click it, okay, you will see one pop-up will come, and in that pop-up you can define which which stocks, sorry, just a second. Okay, so here you will uh, define which stock segment, which segmentation value you want to use it, so that you can define it. If there is a requirement, you can define it into a bomb directly. Here if you see include segment or exclude segment, you can include and exclude as well. However, both cannot be done at the same time. Both means if you want to use revision 1 in India and revision 2 in, and you want to exclude revision 2 in India, so those things cannot be done at the same time as of now. Maybe later versions they will enhance this functionality, but right now only one table can be used. If you want to include something, you can include any numbers, and if you want to exclude, any numbers can be excluded. Okay, and you have to accept it, and after you accepting, you have to save this bomb, and now this bomb is ready to use. Okay, now go to routing. In routing also you will see the same flag button. It is in red here, and when you click on this button, the same pop-up will come here as well. Here also you want to define the same screen will come here, and the same way you can determine here include or exclude things if you want to include something. But only one thing is important here: in a routing you will see this as in a header level, but in a bomb you will see at a component level. Okay, so in a routing you can determine your segmentation at your header level. It's not at a component level. Whatever you want to define, it will be coming here. And include and exclude can be done in a routing, and then you have to accept and save, and this routing is ready to use for production. Now, uh, after doing this all activities, while you create your production order, you will see uh, the example is of this example is of normal CO01 transaction. I have put this material SEG01. Okay, then plant and order type, everything you will put here, and just press enter. You will see the pop-up came here. Okay, and in this pop-up you have to uh, give the input of your both stock segment values, which we have already defined in your previous steps. So here you will be defining. So this is how, and after applying it, you will be creating your orders, and this will be your stock segment for the production order. So while your order is being uh, produced, I mean the GR is being completed, and at that time you will see the stock came with this values. And these values, I mean, you will see the country is this and division is this for the stock segment. So this is all from the first demo perspective from a production order side. So and after that, maybe when you get a chance, you can see how GR is being done. So normally when you do GR, you will see this all, stock segment and requirement segment, all this stuff will be coming, and so you'll be able to understand more in this area. So rest of the things are similar. So this was the a little different kind of things. So that's why I thought I have to present some video just to show. So I think this is fine for this session. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye.